Dave and Serena always helped me understand the complexity, not just of farming, but of all the interactions and interrelationships in the community. They were far out in front in terms of their open-mindedness and their understanding that it can't just be us against them. It's all of us.
My two sisters and I were brought up with a strong stewardship ethic, okay, and an expectation. And we've been able to pass that forward to future generations of our family. And we're here right next to the town of LaConner. The farmland we're standing on is worth roughly $15,000 an acre, and you'd struggle to make the payments. You take one step into the town of LaConner, it's $10 a square foot. I didn't grow up with the expectation I could cash in. I grew up with the expectation that you'd be a steward of that land. And our next generation has grown up knowing that we won't be disappointed in them if they don't farm, but we would be disappointed in them if they weren't good stewards of the family land. There should be statues put up for every one of those 3 county commissioners because they were beyond their comfort zone, and without them, we wouldn't be farming today here. This land here is for you to steward and reap the benefits of it as farmland, not to cash in. And I have to tip my hat to my brother-in-law, John Baker, and Serena. It's not surprising that Carol, Mary, and I have a strong sense of stewardship for this family land. But Serena, an oceanographer by trade, we've been farming together for close to 50 years now. But to see her and John adopt this family farm as their own and treat it with that same passion, that's a little more remarkable. And the same holds true for the Skagitonians membership. You know, as Serena articulated earlier, you know, it's not surprising that we're passionate, but all these people that are so passionate about preserving this farmland and this way of life, it's really humbling.
And this is why I knew Skagitonians needed Dave.
Yes.
He has the charisma, the ability to communicate his ideas, and so I felt pretty strongly when we started that he would be a guy to lead.
And I really think charisma sounds a lot better than line of BS.
I think it's pretty safe to say I would not be farming here in the Skagit Valley if it wasn't for Dave and Serena. I probably wouldn't be farming anywhere. That commitment both to the family farm and to this valley is what made it possible for a kid like me to land here and settle here and see a way in. You know, and in that last 20 years, they've been personal and professional mentors to me and family through it all. But more than anything else, that commitment to stewardship is what I hold closest and what I really hope to pass on to our kids, our girls in the 5th generation.
You know, family succession, business succession in general, but especially farm succession is the most difficult thing you'll ever do. You know, you have to make all these changes. I only knew it all for a brief time when I was about 18, and they were heady times. But now, you know, our goal is just to make new mistakes every day. You know, as we are moving things to the next generation, you know, it's really exciting, but it's not always comfortable. I mean, I know I'm right, and Kai thinks he's right, and so you know, it needs to fit into the umbrella of, as a whole family, being incredibly proud of our heritage.
You know, one of the ways that we have laid a foundation outside of our own farm is just by the efforts to preserve farmland has given the support services the confidence to come, to stay, to build, to expand even, and for new industries, specialized local products to come and to build. I think that's an important piece.
The Serena Campbell, Dave Hedlin team is a tremendous synergism of personality and knowledge and feeling. This kind of synergism doesn't happen without two people that are committed to each other and to the area that they live in. Dave and Serena have instilled the value of the land and stewardship way into the future, into their children. And I think when I speak with them, those values are are powerful there. I'm thinking that when we're long gone, the Hedlin farm will be bordering the town of LaConner.
My grandpa got here in 1906, and there's not a day goes by, I don't think the good Lord he left North Dakota and came here, because he landed on the best of the best. And we call it, between that and the maritime climate here, we can grow over 80 crops of commercial significance. But in that layer of remarkable things here in the Magic Skagit, one of them is that people early on and today recognize the value of this farmland that we're on and have the privilege of farming, and are willing to put their money and their time where their mouth is and preserve it. And we are here today because of those people.